there, and one of my favorite artists that we play is you. But there's a lot of different reasons why. Not because only of the amazing skill set and the gift that God deposited in you, but you just keep it raw and you keep it real with your life. Because people hurt so bad, it's going to take more than just a song to get them out of it. The song will be a part of the process.
Correct.
But they need to know they're not the only one that's like in a mess. And why have you always kind of been that way? You're raw, you're real, you connect with people. Why do you feel God's called you to do that?
Well, I'm a PK kid, so I saw a lot growing up as a PK and never understood, a lot of things. But then when you try to fit your life in that box, and then you see the people who were telling you what to do and what not to do, and you see them vulnerable, that messed up my mind. It messed with me, and I just never wanted to be that person. I never wanted to be that person indoors or outdoors, behind the scenes, in the front. I never wanted to be that person because when I gave God my heart, and I trusted certain things, certain people, and I was like, God, but that ain't me. That ain't me. I have the love of you. I have the love of Christ, and I want to give that to the people. I want to put that in the people's heart. And if I'm going to be in a bad place, I want them to know that you being in a bad place doesn't define who you are. And you don't have to be in that place forever. And you shall live and not die, and it's going to be better. It's going to be greater. And, that's the exciting part about being a child of God, knowing that you can fall as many times and get back up. Now, repeat it, the situation, that's normal with anybody, but just to know that the love of God is what you need and it will carry you through. I want to exude that to the people, good or bad.
Good or bad, and I hear people all the time that say, I love Leandria because, she's transparent, she tells us some of her drama, she talks about the baggage that she's carried, and maybe a couple of times where she thought she had dropped the baggage but picked it up maybe a couple of times here or there, and it's so fresh because the CD cover or the graphics may look perfect, but you're not.
Come on, sir.
The mix was perfect finally.
Yeah.
You're not.
Right.
And you're such a gift to gospel music.
Wow.
For being that way. And we just love you. Of course, we call ourselves Reach. I remember praying about what should we call this network. And then it came to me, Reach, because it's all about reaching.
Right.
And it's about taking it to the people. And so I want to ask you this question. Why do we need to use the power of gospel music? Because gospel music is a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's power, especially in the right anointed vessel. But why should we use it with the theme of changing this generation through the power of gospel music? In other words, not just incorporating the song, but finding ways to take the message of the song and live it out to the people. Why do we need to do that? Do you think we need to do that a little bit more?
Oh, of course.
Go beyond the song.
Right.
And take it right to where the people are.
Right. It's been around before whoever you could think was here the longest for the beginning of time. And it's a story. Gospel music is a story. And it's a continued story forever. And it's a pillow for most. It's comfort. It's comfort for a lot. And it comes from a place that's been rooted, and we the people who sing it, all nations, all nationalities, we the people who sing it, we have the power also is on the inside of us, it's embedded in all of us. So to have it reached to as many people as it could be reached to is a blessing. It's God's will.
Yes.
It's God's will. And
yes.
we have more people to reach. we have more people who may have not heard gospel music even yet. We're going to give them an opportunity to be able to be blessed.
Take it to the people.
Yes.
And if I could, one more thing. I was talking to you a little bit earlier, and I was sharing with you how we feel God has called us to go literally to the people, where they live, where they are, and do like events, the Festival of Hope, the Day of the Cross, and going right in where the mess is.
Right.
And loving on the people and helping them find second chances. And of course we're listener supported, which is a miracle.
Amazing.
Every 90 days we go on and we have a big room full of phones in there, 800 phones.
Okay.
And people call from everywhere to keep us going. And so I want to ask you, because I think you feel this, why should people even sacrifice a little bit to support a mission like this that's more than the music? It's about taking the music to the people with even more things connected to the music. What would you say to somebody who's thinking, I never heard a radio like that? You know, a lot of radios are just programming, and that's fine. But outreach radio, on the streets, changing lives, for real, why should people get behind that?
Because, I mean, they may not be your blood relatives, but there are some blood relatives out there who need help. So think of it as your cousin out there. Think of it, it could be your sister, that could be your brother, your mother, your father. So look at it from that perspective and just know that while we may be good over here, there's somebody not good over there. And come humble, low, meek, and that's how I was when I used to pastor for 4 years. And every Wednesday I would go to the city, the streets, but I didn't go in clergy. I didn't go in suits. You know, when I wanted to go talk to the women that were, you know, entertainers or however, you know, the prostitutes and everything, I dressed like one.
All right.
And they, in return, came to my church. You know, some people wanted, they want to talk, but they wanted a cigarette. I said, in order to get this cigarette, you're going to have to allow me to talk to you about God.
All right.
You know?
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't understand that, you know, but I mean, hey, I'm meeting them where they are, you know, and I'm gaining their trust. I'm gaining their trust. So outreach ministry over the radio is very important. And I feel like you said you have a heart of God, then why not? The question is, why not get behind outreach radio?
Yes.
It's for the betterment of his children, of his people.
Yes.
You know, so if that answered, you know, your
Perfect.
question.
No, because you know we're always encouraging people stay behind it because together we take it to the people.
Right.
It's not about a station doing it by itself. It's all of us together that we make the change.
Right.
And so, one final question, if I could. What's on your heart for the future? Is there anything kind of right now that's like burning in your heart for the future?
Excuse me. Well, new music
All right.
for the future. And upcoming, actually. It's been 7 years since I've been able to put out anything concerning, you know, the gospel music. I'm just going to be honest and transparent, you know, because I was wanting to quit, wanting to give up because of the opinionated people, you know. But I had to learn. You're going to have that as long as you live to the day you die. So, all right, put your big girl drawers on,
Right.
and let's get back in the field.
Yeah.
To be able to be the best humanitarian I could be in the world. Just to see really how far I've come, and to be able to walk past anybody and, you know, ultimate goal, them to feel the love of Christ,
Yeah.
you know, and be comfortable with who they are on the inside, you know, and just reach the masses for the future. And then it doesn't hurt to, you know, be able to have a nice vacation.
That's right.
Out of the deal, you know?
Right,
And
right.
enjoy this life. Enjoy
Yeah.
what he has given us
Yeah.
freely. you know, by doing the will of God.
Love it.
Love.
Oh man.
Yes.
And Leandria, it's just beautiful when you talk. You set people at ease.
Oh.
You're very approachable. People hear your talent, your skills. Sometimes they may not understand, but just kind of want to get beyond the song, beyond the music, to the heart of Leandria, and that's what you're doing. And we thank you because, like you were saying, we're all just people. We're trying to find our way.
But I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, there are a lot of people who see this side of me, but then there are people who see the other side of me too. The vulnerable side, the weak side, the angry side, the messed up side, you know, oh God, look at her, I can't believe, you know. There are a lot of people that see that side also. So what do you feel about that? What is your thoughts on that?
People kind of seeing that other side.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the most powerful tools that God uses to work through you. Because so many people that are associated with ministry somehow convince themselves, which to me is totally wrong, they convince themselves that they cannot be real people. And they try to live to a standard that no one could ever live. If they would only understand that the moment you show your weakness, your vulnerability, it's a connector point for the people who are in the same situation that you're in. And so many people are missing out on the benefit of just a relationship with Jesus, not a religion, not a church membership, just a relationship with the man who keeps taking you back time after time. Others walk out, he keeps staying with you, and it introduces people to that side of Jesus, really, to the real Jesus.
Come on now, come on, and I'm
The
telling
real.
you, and it's not for fake. Like that's my real life. I'm going through some real things. Going through some real things. Do I like going through what I'm going through? Of course not. But how would I know that God is a healer if I've never been sick? How do I know He's a provider if I've never been broke? So how do I know He will mend the broken heart if I've never been hurt? I can't go out here singing about God and have nothing to talk about, regardless if it's in front of you or not. How do you know that I have a relationship with God? You just trusting my voice? You just trusting what I'm telling you? Baby, He has brought me from some things. He has brought me from some things. I'm talking about current right now.
All right.
That's why I sing the way I do. I give Him all of the glory and all the praise. I'm so glad that,
Yeah. And it's okay to know that you're not okay. That is totally fine with God. Because that's the message of the cross. The cross is for broken people. I got to thinking the other day, the last thing Jesus did before He died, He tried to help two people. Two thieves. And one said no and one said yes. In Leandria, God has raised you up, in my humble opinion, to deliver people from the bondage and the chains of tradition and religion and what you should be because somebody said you ought to be that. And there's an anointing on your life to set the captive free. Because you had a lot, apparently, in your journey. You tell people, there's been a lot of times you had to get free from stuff. And then you got to go back and get free again. Well, welcome to Life 101. How about welcome to the world? For God so loved the world. So let's keep it real so we can reach the world. And God has raised you up. My goodness. It's so refreshing that you're just coming in and you're saying, here it is, folks. I'm going to sing my heart out for God, even though my heart's got some things going on. And people are loving it, and they're connecting to it. And I believe, I believe, what do I know? But in my heart of hearts, I believe that God is setting the stage for you to reach people through the gift He gave you, that your conventional, not a criticism, but your conventional gospel artist will never reach. So who's going to fill in the gap? Oh, Leandria Johnson. Did you hear? God's raised her up to fill in the gap. Because the Lord's coming back. The world is like totally telling us. Who knows? But He's coming back sooner than He ever has. So here comes Leandria, a gospel song, whatever, but it's a different experience. She come to tell you, look at me. I'm sister messed up.
Yeah.
But my song will tell you how I got up.
Come on now. Come on.
Listen to my song and walk with me.
All right. You're right. You're right.
Come on. I'm telling you right now. And so we're excited. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. People need to know, if they never met you, it's my first time meeting you, if they never met you, they need to know that the words that come from your heart are God sent. And you were able to ease my mind before two or three words after you begin to speak. Not only me, but my team members, my manager. You did calm the storm. You did, because of the love. And I want to work with you in this outreach ministry.
Thank you,
I
Jesus.
want to do something. Let's partner up, do something.
Yes.
I would love to be a part of that.
Yes. It's almost like we have to. Because God works with pieces. A lot of them's broken,
Right.
but He puts them together. And He gets the glory.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it, Leandria.
Okay.
God will help figure that all out.
Okay.
I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
He's already got it. And I want to say, because I know our listeners will be listening and whatever, and how much we love you. And that's not a slogan. That's not, cliche junk.
Yeah, I feel it.
That we love you because of who you are, what you do for God, but how you do it.
Come on now.
And people of like spirits and mindsets, they connect.
Right. Yeah.
And so we love you. Reach loves you. And we're here to support you
Got you.
all the way.
Okay.
And not on just the music side. Okay, we get that.
Right.
We're talking about on the you side.
Yeah.
On the you side.
Okay.
Because when you is good, your music is better.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Oh, come on.
Hello. So thank you for this.
Thank you.
Thank you, and it's been great. And yes, more to come.
Yes, definitely.
God bless you, sweetheart.
God bless you too.
Shake my hand.
All right.
All right. Love you much.
Love you too now.
All right.